Dave Easy Money Chaffee from United States of America versus Artyom Steel Morozov from Kazakhstan. East versus West for August 6th. Welcome to the video, Arm Wrestling fans. I'm Pradeep from Arm Wrestling News. Before deciding who is going to win this match, before predicting the outcome of this match, let's have a look at their physical stats first. Dave Chaffee, age 45, height 188, about 6'2", weight 125 kilos, bicep 20 inch, forearm 17 inches. Artyom Morozov, only 24 years old, 195 centimeter, about 6'5", but some people say that he doesn't look 6'5", so maybe 6'4". Weight 130 kilos, bicep 20.4, forearm 18.5. So clearly Artyom is a bigger human being. He even told Engin, not us, that his weight right now is about 132 kilos. So even bigger. His bicep is bigger than Dave, his forearm is bigger than Dave, he's taller than Dave, and he weighs more than Dave. So physically a larger human being, but much less experience and much younger. So let's quickly talk about their last super matches. Dave Chaffee faced Levan Saginashvili, lost 6-0, then faced Alex Kurdecha, won 6-0, and then Gennady Kvikvinia lost 3-2. So his record is 2-1 in last 3 super matches. Artyom Morozov, we are going to look at both left and right matches. I know we shouldn't look at left matches, but we are going to do that here. So Artyom faced Derek Smith, won 3-0 very convincingly. Matt Mask 3-0 convincing. Before that, he faced Prudnik and lost 2-0 and got injured. Prudnik was very dominant in that match. Tobias Sporong on the same event, left-handed, won 3 pins to 1. And if we talk about their strengths, Dave Chaffee's strength is top roll and hook. I know there are some complications about Dave Chaffee's hook, but Dave Chaffee himself confirmed that his hook is still very strong. It is just that it hurts to go there. So it is a protective measure that he developed a nasty top roll. So Dave's hook is still really great if he has to go there. Artyom's strengths are top roll and hook, so similar or same strengths. If we talk about their weaknesses, Dave Chaffee's biggest weakness is a king's move. I don't think Artyom has that. And second weakness would be endurance. And people earlier used to say that nobody can beat Dave Chaffee except for Denis Siplenkov. Then it was replaced when Denis kind of retired. It was replaced with you have to beat Dave Chaffee with a king's move. Then it was replaced with you can beat Dave Chaffee either by king's move or you have to be Levan. Then it was replaced with endurance is also a factor, because Gennady Kvikvinia kind of changed that thought as well. So the moral of the story is Dave Chaffee is extremely difficult to beat, extremely difficult, but it is not an impossible thing to do. Artyom Morozov, on the other hand, it is really difficult to classify him as a top roller or a hook arm wrestler, but whenever he faces a new opponent, he goes for the top roll. So maybe he is a top roll arm wrestler. And he does not have a clear weakness in his game except for one, horsepower, which we saw against Prudnik. He was outclassed by Prudnik totally. Although after the match, he did say that Prudnik did not allow him to use his power. It was not that there was a huge strength gap between these two. But to me, at least, it looked like a big strength gap between these two. Technique is also kind of strength. You need a lot of strength to apply technique. And correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think Artyom has ever defeated anyone in the top 10 on the right arm. He defeated Georgy Zaranov, and he defeated Grigory Lyashchuk. I think it was a very close match. I don't know who was the winner of that match, but he lost to Prudnik. Only top 10 guy he faced. Prudnik was number 8, I think, and he lost to him badly. So Morozov has not defeated anyone in the top 10, but Dave Chaffee has. So I do believe that there is going to be a strength gap between these two, and endurance won't matter. Just like endurance didn't matter in the Dave Chaffee versus Alex Kurdecha match. If you try to go only in one direction against Dave, he will not get tired. You have to switch directions just like Gennady Kvikvinia did. I don't think Gennady could have beaten Dave in a hook in round 1. But after multiple restarts and after getting top rolled a couple of times, then he tried hook and it started working. The reason why I wrote on the thumbnail that Morozov can be a Levan Slayer is that I don't believe a 24-year-old guy can beat Dave Chaffee. No matter how much experience he has, no matter how big he is, I just don't believe a 24-year-old can beat Dave Chaffee, and this is the reason. If Artyom at 24 beats Dave Chaffee, then forget about Hermes Gasperini, forget about Devon Ladd, forget about Dmitry Salaev, forget about Vitaly Laletin. This is the guy who is going to beat Levan in 2 or 3 years max, 3 years maximum, if he beats Dave Chaffee right now, which I don't think is going to happen. So if Artyom has to win, he has to rely on switching the styles later on in the rounds, and definitely multiple restarts trying to gas Dave Chaffee out. But for that to happen, the strength gap needs to be really close. That was about it for this video. Please thumbs up, share, subscribe. Bye bye.